Time, dedication, boredom. These are the three things required to start the amazing journey that is One Piece. Rasendan echoed these words across the seas and beyond.
One Piece is too long, they say. Nonsense. It's not long enough. You just have to read it, stupid.
He journeyed to every inch of the Grand Line, enlightening people whether they wanted to or not. He is known as the obsessed One Piece streamer.
Yeah, I'm sure that will age well in 2 years.
Are you ready? Action!
Hello everybody. Oh wait, what am I doing here? I should be in the One Piece room, shouldn't I? Which one would it be? This one? There we go. Yeah, I'm in the One Piece room. Yeah. How's it going? How's it going? Hello DV. How are you? How are you? How you doing? How you doing? So I quite literally finished watching the One Piece live action, and I have some thoughts on it. So I'm going to basically just I've booted up One Piece Pirate Warriors 3, and I'm gonna play that while talking to my friend Star, who's also just finished it. And yeah, so if you haven't seen it yet, then I would suggest maybe coming back. Coming back another time. But hey, if you watched it and you wanna like talk about it, or you don't even care, then that's good as well. So yes, let's get into it. Hello, Star.
Hello. Hi, chat.
Alright, let me get the game up. I think it didn't. I think because I uninstalled it, I hadn't saved any of my save files.
Maybe I should also boot it up. I'm currently playing Power Wars 4, but maybe I should just boot up the third one.
Just you can't play together on the third one, can you?
I don't think so, but hey, we could do parallel autistic play.
Amazing, amazing. I'm good, DV. I'm good. Haven't seen it yet, Brooks. Oh damn. How about that?
Also, hello, Lyru.
Spoilers, of course there's spoilers. Yeah, it didn't save. Man, I pretty much 100% beat this game as well.
Oh man, I have not. I've 100% beaten the fourth one, but I just started the third one yesterday.
That's weird. Like, X is...
Bringing up my Xbox controller.
Yeah, X and Y. The fuck did you call me? Yeah, what did you call
Lyru.
What did you call Lyru?
Lyru. I did call you Lyru. Like, what do you want me? Lyru. Lyru. Yeah.
Alright. Yes, I'm reviewing the live action. You were lied to? What do you mean? I'm reviewing it. I just need to like actually get something in the background first. They can't skip this.
God,
damn.
pre time skip Roger is just so fine.
Alright.
Christ.
How about this? Mute the game and then get some background music. Yakuza?
I love how your straw hat's just a flat image when you turn around.
Damn, it's symbolic. It's symbolic, isn't it? Alright, so I don't know. Should we just give our overall rating like first?
Alright. Okay, I have to think for like a second.
I thought it was very I was expecting it to be absolutely garbage.
Dog shit, yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like I couldn't even stand it. But honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. But that doesn't mean it's like amazing.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. Because there were some major gripes I had with it. Yeah. Even though I enjoyed it like a lot.
Like they changed so many things with it, like so many of the scenes, like for example, well, Nami was joining the first episode, but I don't mind that since in the anime she also joined.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she didn't join, but she was there.
I think that's more of them trying to condense so many episodes into, well, one season, and that's not really that important in that sense. Like, her first joining isn't that important.
Yeah,
it's her
it's just her
afterwards
just
joining. Yeah.
The thing that made me the most weirded out was the fact that Don Krieg was literally just, you know, off screened. Like
I thought that was absolutely hilarious.
like they made his character, they did this whole thing, and then fucking like his subordinate, what is his name again? I completely forget.
I don't remember.
Something like that. Okie dokie Dexter. So yeah, he was off screen, and then his subordinate comes in and does the whole like, oh, I'm starving. So I'm just like, don't worry, babe, I've got you. And like, you know, he feeds him, and he just leaves, and then nothing ever happens from that. It's like,
yeah, okay. Jin was like, okay, so actually, should I say like my major gripes with it?
Yeah, say everything you want about it.
This is going to have a lot of spoilers. This will essentially spoil the entire thing. Like, if you haven't seen it, just like, yeah. But okay, so my major gripe with it was that they did Usopp dirty in his own arc.
Yeah.
I felt like he didn't get to. Okay, I get what they were trying to do. But by cutting out a lot of the villains from the earlier arcs, like, and just condensing it into a few, we're missing a lot of moments from Usopp, and I think we missed a lot from Sanji, in my opinion. Because I feel like both Usopp and Sanji were kind of like side characters in their own arcs, where they had so much going on. Like, the Barate was like, mostly it was Zoro fighting
Usopp seemed
Mihawk.
better for you, Zoe? Wow.
Really?
I don't know. Like, the fact that Django wasn't even there, so Usopp didn't have anyone to fight against.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like, Usopp was kind of just, I mean, the actor was still good. They captured his character really well. Like all the actors just peak, like, straight up. Like, I have no complaints with any of the actors.
Actually got some from his woman.
Actually got from his, yeah. But the only problem I had is that by, again, cutting out so much of the, like, Sanji and Usopp moments that, like, kind of made their character, then it made it. I felt like I didn't care about Usopp as much as I should, you know?
Yeah.
Although they did give Usopp some, like, extra funny moments, I suppose. Like, one of my favorite scenes in the entire show, it's so stupid, it's when Usopp talks to Mihawk and introduces him as his best friend.
He's drunk. He's like, yeah, it's my best friend.
That was actually really funny.
Like, I feel like every single character was extremely, like, I don't know, maybe just because I've you know, watched the anime and stuff, so I'm always like, oh, they're so powerful. Like, Luffy, Zoro, and all that, East Blue was pretty much a warm-up for them. Like, they were strong, but then, like, every single episode, they were, like, knocked out. Like, they were knocked out, and they could have been killed instantly. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think I know. They were nerfed quite a bit, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't have, honestly, that much of a problem with it. It was a bit jarring in the beginning as someone who's actually watched the show and, like, read the manga. But once I got used to it, like, I got why, if you get what I mean. So, like, it worked a bit better in the live action. Because I think that I did, like, they captured the spirit of One Piece really well with the limitations that they had.
Yeah.
And there is some characters that were obviously made to be a bit more realistic, I suppose. Because there's one thing that I was very skeptical about one specific character for, like, about like 3 or 4 episodes, maybe like 3 episodes, and that was Garp. I was not sold on him.
I did not like Garp. Garp was my least favorite character. Purely because Garp in the anime, he's the fucking cheerful, happy guy. Because like it's a big contrast to the I'm a big commander, you listen to what I say, men, charge into battle. He's just he's like Luffy. Like you can tell the resemblance from Luffy to him. But like in this one, it just feels like he's just a random, like, you know, commander guy.
Yeah, that is a thing that I managed to find. Like I managed to be like, okay, this is all right after a while. But it did kind of like, it did take me a while to, well, not even warm up to it, but just like deal with it, if you get what I mean.
Also, wait, Zoe, do you want to get in here? Like, you're more than welcome to, since you've already seen it.
Oh wow, yeah, cool. Okay, so they did a lot of stuff with Kobe, which I appreciate seeing Kobe and Helmeppo interact before we get to, you know, see them again in Iron's Lobby.
Yeah, I was surprised at just how much Kobe and Garp and stuff that there was.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm a Marine simp.
Okay,
yes, I'm a Marine simp, yet I think that they did spend a bit too much time.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I don't understand. Yeah. Like they cut important characters and scenes because, you know, time constraint, but then they add more stuff. So, like, what's? I guess it's just.
That's a thing.
I think they wanted to make a lot more plot points. Like, oh, it's not just the plot of the episode. It's also, oh, the Marines are right on their trail. They're always one step like ahead of them. But then it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, they did spend a bit too much time with it.
I didn't think it needed it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think it was needed a lot either. And again, also, even though it was kind of interesting, seeing Kobe, what is that place called? Syrup Village? Is that where he's up Storm? I keep forgetting.
Oh, Mihawk was so good. He was so good. Mihawk. My favorite character in the series, in the live action.
I absolutely love Steven so goddamn much. The actor for Mihawk is so funny. He keeps replying to people on Twitter with the weirdest reaction videos of himself that I've ever seen in my life. He is such a weird guy. The weird thing is that Mihawk's actor, Steven's actually just Shanks in real life, which is so ironic considering the role he plays, but he did Mihawk so well, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel so bad like saying this, but like, I need to speak my truth. I like Mihawk better in the live action.
I think it's his voice. It's like his voice just was.
Oh yeah.
At first 100%. I was like, wait, this is kind of weird, and then I was like, oh my god, it's so funny. It's been like, oh god, I'm kind of in the middle of something here. It's like
you woke me from my nap. God, it was. When I heard it the first time as well, I was like, oh, this is an interesting choice.
Also, something I never expected. They actually they did so much, I don't know, foreshadowing and introducing things. Like if you know, like in the first bar scene with like Zoro, you notice the clown guy there. You notice Nami in the background, like, and then like there's times where like Nami's reading the Book of Noland, like to introduce.
Oh yeah, that was Zoro. I was literally pointing at my screen like a monkey when I saw
Zoro fighting against Mr. Seven, which was like something that was only like mentioned like in the manga, and they actually just gave like a scene to that. Also, oh my god, there was so much like Zoro chopping that guy in half.
I did a double take when I saw him, like when he sliced him with his swords, and I was like, huh, that was kind of bit of a brutal. And then he just fell apart, and I was like, oh, okay, we're doing this now.
Yeah, Boogie better than live. So did you watch it like dubbed or the normal? No. It's funny that dubbed means Japanese. In this scenario.
That was so weird because I did watch a bit of the dub.
I watched like 7 episodes in original and then 1 in Japanese.
Yeah, pretty much the same.
Basically, so you can watch it in a Japanese like dub where it has all the like most of the original voice actors. Like Luffy has, you know, the Luffy's voice actor. I think it's nice, but I felt it's so weird to like hear the voices, but you know the lips don't match.
Yeah, it was a bit strange, but I did appreciate that they did try to, the voice actors did try to match it up to a more live action setting than like, you know, an anime, because when you listen to the anime by itself and then try to imagine these people speaking that way in a live action setting, you're like, I don't know about this one. And they did change up their voices a bit to match, which I do appreciate.
Yeah.
Shanks' actor, I was sold on like immediately when I saw him on screen.
One nitpick I have is that in the scene, you know, where like the bandits come in, this is a huge nitpick, but I just noticed it. So basically, what in original, the guy fucking smashes the glass like onto Shanks, and like he's dripping with booze. Like in this one, he just smashes it on the desk, and then he just pushes some teacups on. And then Shanks is like, "Oh, all he did was pour something on his," and I was like, "No, he didn't. He didn't pour anything on. He didn't pour anything on you."
Oh, another nitpick. When Luffy said to Kobe, "We shared a meal." No, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
There was a lot of scenes where they say something, but it just didn't. It never happened.
Yeah, that was a bit weird. Most definitely. The character that's was the most different was Sanji, in my opinion, when it comes to the Straw Hats.
I like Sanji. Sanji was nice.
Oh no, he was good, but like, I can definitely tell he was different because I was rewatching a lot of Sanji scenes after I watched the live action, and I was like, yeah, exactly. Sanji actually has game in the live action. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Because in the anime, he's so angry and has no riz.
And then he's like, yeah, like if he ever meets a woman, he just gets the heart eyes and stuff. But I guess that would be like too weird and like creepy.
Yeah, he's less of a simp and more of a playboy.
Yeah, they made him into an actual playboy.
Yeah, and that's interesting as well, because when I was talking about it with my mom, anyway, my mom said that most likely the reason why they changed it is very much so cultural, because when you're trying to adapt something like One Piece, which is so inherently anime, if you know what I mean, into more to target a Western audience, where you have to be careful with a lot of the tropes that appear in anime, and to some tropes like, you know, the sexualization of like characters that look like adults but for some reason are like 14, stuff like that, and with like things that can be seen as sexual harassment, things like that. It needs to be toned down quite a lot for a Western audience for it to be palatable.
Like I couldn't imagine live action Sanji just like going and then he gets heart eyes and nosebleeds out of the room.
Like that's the thing. And when my mom pointed that out, I was like, yeah, no, that's fair. But also that was. It wasn't a complaint per se, more like an observation that it's interesting how when you try to adapt something for a different audience to a Western audience, then a lot of things change, which is just a thing that you have to deal with, really. This is not realistic thinking that they're going to adapt it one-to-one. Yeah. What did you think about the fact that they changed a lot of scenes?
I didn't. I would have preferred it. Like, I know the whole like, oh, we don't want to like you want to like make your own thing, but adding the Garb stuff, the fact that it took away from most people's character arcs and stuff.
Yeah,
like I hated that.
That one I agree with. I feel like a lot of changes were needed, but a lot of changes also just didn't need to happen.
Reviewing the series Annihilated, this is just background noise. Like I don't know, I can't get over the fact that Don Krieg, like the whole Don Krieg wasn't like the major thing. Like I was like, oh man, they got rid of Don Krieg. It's because of like, you know, it was a battle with Luffy. showing his endurance being shot with like thousands of those poison bullets. Like, and then because like it felt so weird, just like, oh yes, let's have a battle, Zoro. Everyone get their picnic baskets. Let's all just go visit him. And then like everyone's gone, and he just does it, and then Arlong shows up. Like,
Yeah.
it felt so weird. I feel like Barate's action was actually pretty good.
Also, it's not Pyro Warriors 4, it's Pyro Warriors 3. Get your games right.
Wow.
I'm
Also-
being so rude for no reason. Sorry, Larry.
And also, it got rid of like the scene where it's like, Don Krieg's like, "Hey, old Zeph," you like, because it also builds into like, I guess most of the time the characters explain their backstories to them, when usually it's supposed to be Luffy doesn't care, like, because he doesn't care about like people's histories because it's like now.
Yeah, I think an easy way to explain it is that Luffy, I think, is more good in the live action, when I do not think he is.
Luffy's an asshole, but he's a nice asshole.
Well, the thing is, okay, how I've heard Luffy been described is inherently the most selfish person you'll ever meet. It just so happens that the selfish things that he does benefit other people, essentially. And Luffy in the live action was selfish, sure, but and also obviously he cares about his friends, like, but like when it comes to randos is what I mean, because like but I feel like Luffy in the live action was a lot more nice.
He's like,
I don't know how to explain it without like spoiling like very recent things.
I don't know, like, it's like in Orange Town. Wait, no, was it Orange Town? I guess I'll explain, like, when Nami was about to explain, like, or Nojiko was about to explain Nami's backstory, Luffy was just like, "Man, I'm going for a walk. I don't really care."
Yeah.
And then like Luffy's the one who came to Nami next, and then she's like, "Do you know why I'm here?" He's like, "No." Like, then why are you here? It's like that kind of thing. It's like he doesn't care. It's
Meanwhile,
Luffy.
in the live action, he was like, "Oh, how dare they?"
It's like no one should be ever made to feel that way. Like, yeah, like that's true, but just I don't know.
But also, it didn't really feel a lot like Luffy. A lot of those scenes, yeah. I feel like he is very Luffy, but
also
at the same time not.
He is also like, what? No, we should never steal. I don't think does Luffy ever care about stealing?
No, okay. So I did actually think about that. Are you talking about the boat scene?
Yeah.
Okay, so no, I was thinking about that too, but I can very easily. He didn't necessarily say that we can't steal anything. He just said we can't steal a boat because Luffy sees Luffy sees Mary as
like the one ship.
an no, not that. Luffy sees Mary as a crew member, and you know how Luffy is all about, you know, freedom of choice and all that, and and if you as a person see a ship as a person and as a crew member, then you wouldn't want to quote unquote force anything upon that ship unless it was destined quote unquote to be. So it's not that he didn't want to steal a ship because it was bad that they were stealing. It was because he wanted to find the perfect ship that would be their crewmate, essentially, you know?
Yeah. Okay. I feel like they didn't mean for that to happen, but I agree that is what it seems like. I've heard people label Luffy as a terrorist. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Do you not know what a pirate is? Because the pirates are pretty much terrorists.
By the definition of like the fact that they topple governments and kingdoms, yeah, no, they're definitely terrorists.
Like if Don Flamingo was the actual ruler of, you know, of the kingdom, like he was the rightful ruler, Luffy would still kick his ass. Like he would still like topple an entire kingdom just because he was an asshole.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's just the fact that in this world, the world government isn't exactly like nice. Is like everyone has to follow like the world government, and they have no choice. And the pirates are the only people who can, you know.
The government's very fascistic.
Exactly.
And also, it's not just that. The government in of itself is the government and the navy in of itself is inherently bad simply because of the
Yeah.
fact that
It's like
they follow the celestial dragons who are literal slave owners. So
yeah, there's good pirates like Luffy, and there's bad pirates like Blackbeard, and there's bad
and
marines like
he killed a lot of people, for example.
yeah, and there's like bad marines like I don't know the fucking rat guy.
Or
And also
or
the
straight up like Akainu, for example.
Yeah,
like
and anything for justice. But then
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
also good marines like Smoker and Kobe. Like the whole point is supposed to be like everything's ambiguous. Everyone has like their own like what's the word? Roles? Not roles.
everyone has their
traits.
purpose, and it's not just black and white. Is essentially it. Yeah.
That would be so funny if Chopper wasn't CGI. He was just a kid in Reindeer. Like he just had he just had a mask on.
Oh my god, Dan! I actually have a theory about this. I'm not even joking. I have a literal theory. So,
Oh.
when it comes to okay, guys, chat, listen to me. So, when it comes to Chopper, this is very, very interesting. I might be right. If I'm right, like, come back to this stream and just like applaud me. So, the child actor for Sanji is a boy that played the main character in a show called Sweet Tooth, I think it was called, and Sweet Tooth is a reindeer boy, and listen here, the kid actor, like voice actor for like Kid Sanji in the anime, is Chopper's voice actor. So my theory is that the actual actor for Chopper, even if it's voice actor or like CGI or whatever, is going to be the child actor for Sanji. That's my theory.
I definitely agree. It probably will just be the voice actor. Also, another nitpick I just remembered. You know the scene where Zoro is protecting the kid and the mother from like Helmeppo?
Yeah.
It's a funny scene where like the child's mother is like, you apologize to this man once. Like they didn't have an actor for her, so she was never shown on screen. So she just always talked from the sidelines.
Oh right.
Like it was so funny. And also I also remember nitpick. So I don't need to pause this so I don't get the wait. How do you pause this game?
Yeah, that was my question when I was playing it.
But so the scene is Helmeppo comes in, gets like, okay, why in this thing did the child even make the rice balls to Zoro when he was literally like eating and drinking something?
I don't know, because she's okay. I think it's yeah. That was a weird change, I believe, because in this she was literally just like, "Hi, I made a thing. You look like you want to taste my rice balls, I suppose. Here you go." And it was kind of a bit forced, most definitely. Like the scene was okay. Like I don't want to be that guy, but like the scene in the manga and in the anime actually meant something.
Yeah, hold on.
I felt like
let me explain my. So yeah, in the original, Zoro protected the girl and the mother from Helmeppo's threats of, yeah, if I tell my daddy, these two are gonna be executed. But in the live action, fucking Zoro goes to Morgan and says like, give him my bounty. He's like, I'm going to rat on you if you don't get hung up for like 7 days. So he's like, oh man, if you do that, then I can't deliver bounties anymore. When normally I feel like if Zoro was threatened like that, he would just kill them. He would just like say, oh well, no one can escape now. No one's gonna get the word out if you're dead.
Nah.
And also, okay.
I think it's more like just he wouldn't.
Also,
I mean, literally the scene right before he said, "I don't care about making a mess." So if he could help it, it was more like a pride thing. And also, Zoro was fucking stupid, so we know this.
yeah, there's also a part where Helmeppo he steps on the rice ball, and there's like another one left, and Zoro decides, you ate my food. And then he goes to eat the fucking stomped on food.
One on the floor.
Yeah, the one that's been stomped rather than the one that's like not stomped at all. And then he says, "Yo, you have this one." Like, so he just purposely chose to eat the one that's been stepped on. I don't know.
I think
That's-
I
f-
think
I feel like live action Zoro has like a kink or something.
oh, I don't know. I feel like that was I think I know what they were trying to do with it. It was essentially showing that Zoro, well, is a good guy in that sense. So he wants to show the girl that he'll go the lengths to essentially.
But it would have been like the thing where it's like, I ate
one on
mine,
the
now you
ground.
eat yours, and he just like fucking shoves his face into it.
Yeah, no, I do think he should have done a bit more with that. Like,
And also the
yeah,
whole-
he should have actually led up to him just like smashing it into his face or something.
And the whole reason he ate it was because he was fucking starving for like 7 days. And then when he actually gets onto it, he's only there for like half an hour, and then he gets like told that it's all a lie. It gets
Yeah.
rid of the, you know, like, wow, he survived 7 days while like, you know, strung up.
Yeah, it was an underwhelming scene in comparison to the manga and the anime.
Yeah.
Most definitely. It wasn't like bad per se, but it definitely lost a bit.
Yeah,
It was stomped on it,
that's not
yeah,
what
but
Dango, that's not what I mean. He stomped on it, but Zoro didn't care because he was starving. In the live action, he ate it because, like, I don't know, the girl felt bad. But he could have just eaten the other one. He could have just eaten the other one. Like, that wasn't stomped. It was in perfect condition.
well,
fact-
I do think the reason why he ate it was also just because he was starving, but also because again, inherently Zoro is a
Yeah,
good guy.
he's a
He
nice-
just doesn't show it in the like standard way. So again, he wants to show the girl in a subtle way, essentially, that he supports her. So, but I think they kind of failed in the live action in comparison to the they essentially made it a bit too obvious in the live action exactly what Zoro was doing, but in the manga and the anime you can interpret it in a bit of a different way. It essentially gives a bit of depth to his character, where it's like, was it because he was starving? Is it because he's nice? Is it a bit of both? But in the live action, it was just like so obvious. It was because
He's-
Zoro
he's a-
was
he's a
like, I
nice
feel
boy."
bad for this. I feel bad for this kid. Like, and that was it.
Yeah, it's
And it was
it's
less
a
about
nitpick.
teaching. It was less about teaching Hamepo a lesson. But it was interesting that they added that at least. But yeah, nitpicks and nitpicks. I mean,
So what did you think about Garp being the one who basically put Roger to death? felt kinda weird. Like, Garp lost all of his I don't know, not personality, I guess.
no, you're right. Like
He lost some of his good personality. Even if it is like, you know, oh, I'm a gruff guy, but actually I have a heart of gold.
Well, the thing is that it's strange because I think in the live action they made Garp more easy to read, weirdly enough. Because the thing is, a lot of people, I've noticed this so much recently as well, especially on One Piece Twitter, that so many people, in my opinion, mischaracterize Garp a lot. And I guess, like in the manga and the anime, I think, I'm not saying Garp is badly written, but I'm just saying it's a lot more difficult to actually sense the intention. Like, essentially, when you watch the anime and the manga, and you're like, wow, he should have just said, like, why didn't he just say it, or why didn't he just do this and that and this and
Yeah.
that? And you don't really bother in the anime and the manga. You try to look at. It's interesting to look deeper into his character, why it's more complicated than it actually is. Meanwhile, in the live action, it was kind of just spelt out, if you get what I mean. Like, yes, Garp actually does care. Like, they're essentially just making it Garp more of a simple character than he actually was. And also getting... Yeah, it's more cryptic in the anime manga for sure, yeah. I feel like they made Garp was less of a villain, if you get what I mean, in the live action, weirdly enough. Despite having lost so much of his silliness that he has in the anime manga.
He's less of a villain? I think he's like 10 times more of a villain.
No, I think he's less of a villain from an audience perspective, simply because I feel like Garp is a lot more brutal in the anime manga than he was in the live action.
He's brutal, but he's very easy to love, you know? It's
Oh
like,
yeah, no,
oh,
no.
like,
I
oh, he
agree.
got-
I
he
agree.
got-
I agree with
he's
that.
eating donut. He's like stayed up for like eight days, and it's like, he goes, oh, thank you so much for your hard work, God. But he's like, oh no, I stayed up because I was making the record for the most donuts eaten. And then he's sleepy. He gets slashed, but he's still sleepy. And then, like, they completely removed the scene of Zoe, you said they did justice for Kobe, but they got rid of both of Kobe's like best scenes. Like the first scene is when he punches Luffy, you know, to prove that he's not aligned with pirates, and the second where he defends Helmeppo from being fucking killed by cannon fire.
That was it. Okay, that it was a thing that I also did. Mr. Doghead. The Doghead was there. It was just made in a live action setting.
He just didn't have the hat. I think he means the hat.
Oh well, the hat. He did have the hat for a couple of scenes, which is approximately how many scenes it was in the anime manga as well. Like, let's be real, he didn't have that hat for that long. Like, do you expect him to go with like a big ass dog head and like have no one mention it? They have to tone things a tiny bit down. Yeah, no, Garp was it's so difficult to explain for me, but he lost so much of his silliness that he has in the anime manga, but he became less brutal because what I mean is that because he is more cryptic, as I said in the anime manga, he's so much better at articulating things. Like in the live action, he's so much better at explaining things to Luffy.
I don't understand how you say he's less cryptic. How is Garp cryptic? He literally is.
What I mean is that he's not. He's a fucking idiot, and he can't manage to. Like talk about his feelings properly, and essentially like can't just talk to Luffy because they're again both idiots and shit with stuff like that.
When he was getting Luffy, he was like, Luffy, you're my grandson, but I'm gonna capture you. And he's like, why? What the fuck, granddad? Like,
he was smarter, quote unquote, in the live action. Like,
yeah,
he's smart, but he was planning things, and like he was mischaracterized. Like I get what they were trying to do, but I don't really like
when
Garp
Luffy's
that much
in the
live
fucking
action.
paper, he fucking laughs. He's like, oh, that's my grandson, but he still wants to. It's very clear that Garp loves his grandson, but he's still a Marine. That's literally like his main character.
No, I do think that they managed to do that at least. Like the core essential of his character is there. It's but a lot of the things that I love about Garp, which is his silliness, there was some of it which I did enjoy, but I was like sitting there like whenever he did something silly, I was like, oh my god, he did it. He did something, and I was like just grasping onto that because I love Garp. Garp's one of my favorite characters. So the fact that he wasn't as silly as he was in the anime manga, like kind of really disappointed me. The only like the only thing better about live action Garp is that the actor's hot. That's it.
At least he has gray hair.
Yep. I mean, I think he looks good. Also, the Seth Garp scenes were so big brain. I love those scenes so much.
Seth.
Zeph and Garp.
Oh.
The Zeph and Garp scenes were so fucking brilliant. I love those so much. Especially because it just gives me what if Sanji and Luffy were grown up. It just gave me that vibe. It was really good.
So why are people been calling Buggy? Oh yeah, how did you like Buggy? I thought the whole like Buggy head thing was very funny.
I think he was really good. I think he was probably the best like translated, weirdly enough, to the live action. Him, Mihawk, actually, no, I'm not gonna say Shanks, because despite me really liking live action Shanks, there's still some gripes I have with it. But with Buggy and Mihawk, I have literally no gripes about their character. So I think they got translated incredibly well into live action, considering how ridiculous both of them are.
Buggy also had a lot of funny scenes where like he held the entire town captive rather than them just all being like away, and then it's just like the fucking not Richie, that's the tiger name, What's the Richie? You know the fur guy, the animal handler in Buggy's
But
Crew?
I do know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah, like he has
I
like
forgot his
he has the applause thing, and everyone's like, ha ha ha. So it's like,
That was really, really good. I do like that they actually made Buggy pretty scary in the beginning, yet still so silly and dumb. Especially, like, I was, like, scared he was going to be, quote-unquote, cool for, like, the entirety of the thing, and then Arlong came along and kicked his ass, and I was like, perfect. This is perfect.
so I kind of realized a thing about Buggy's power. So he needs to have his feet placed on the ground in order to actually fly with his power, right?
Yeah.
But what if he just chopped his legs? He does the power, grab his legs, and lift them up. So that means he would instantly like topple to the ground, wouldn't he? Or would he just fall back? I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure.
Because I don't know. It was kind of hard because the camera angles are all wonky. But there was definitely a part where Zoro was fighting Buggy. He was separating his entire body, and he kicks him with one of his feet. My only guess is he had one foot placed. But then it's like...
I think it might have just been to make the scene look better. Because
Yeah.
he did topple down, so... after a bit, but it was like, you know, perfectly timed, quote-unquote, to match the scene or whatever. So I think that's it.
Also, fucking Luffy deep-throating the map of the Grand Line.
That was so big brain of him, though. That was great.
Damn, his gag reflex is very trained.
It's non-existence because he's made out of rubber.
Okay, what about the star? Because they didn't do the barrel thing, which was very disappointing. That was a very like funny moment in the anime. Basically, like
Which barrel thing? Because
in
this has been a while.
Alveda, basically, Kobe gets the barrel, and then the two guys are like, "Hey, let's steal some fucking wine." And then like Kobe's like, "Oh no, don't do it! Look, Alveda will get in trouble." And then fucking Luffy smashes through the barrel, punches both of them, and he's like, "Huh? Why are they knocked out?"
I do feel like that was a bit like I liked the beginning showing how Luffy got into the barrel. That was funny, and I liked him snoring in the barrel. That was also really funny.
I don't know. I feel like it adds kind of comedy to it, where it's like, why is this fucking guy in a barrel? Like, who is he? It's like, oh, this is the main character.
Oh yeah, actually, when you say it like that, yeah, no, I agree.
And then it's like, wait, how are you in a barrel? And you say like, I may have got into a thing. You just cut to like just a scene of him and like just going on the board.
Yeah, they really... Ooh, this is actually interesting, because I was thinking about this too. I don't know, okay, I'll see if you can manage to see where I'm going with this or understand what I'm saying when I say this. They really made Luffy the main character in the live action. Do you get what I'm saying when I say that? Because I feel like okay, so as you said, in the manga/anime, it's like Kobe, and then suddenly there's this dude, you know? I feel like a lot of the time in the anime and manga, Luffy and just in general, like Luffy is talked about, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like it's on a different point of view. It's not necessarily from Luffy's like the story is not necessarily told from Luffy's point of view. It's from how everyone else interacts with him. Essentially
yeah, because most of the time it's like, oh yeah, Luffy goes for a walk, Luffy does this by himself because, you know.
Yeah, I feel like we barely got to in the anime and manga. It's not really set up like that. It's not really set up as Luffy's point of view. It's again how everyone else interacts and sees Luffy, which I feel like works a lot better for One Piece as a story, because Luffy is not your typical main character. So having people react to all the strange things that he does from an kind of outsider point of view makes Luffy a more interesting / strangely enough a bit of a mysterious character. Meanwhile, Luffy in the live action was like, I'm main character, I do this, and I think about this, and I talk to this seagull, like, and...
I think anime Luffy is cool, and live action is cute.
Yes, I agree with what you're saying. But again, I feel like that's because they lost the
he puts his head next to Nami's to, like, think if it, like, see it's locked open. Oh, he's like... Cute. He's, can't remember what else he did in live action.
Again, more good, more cute. Yeah, like, pretty much, yeah.
Like when Luffy says like I'm gonna kick your ass, you're like, oh shit, he means business. When live action one says that, I'm like, okay, it's alright. You
It's
lost.
literally like what I enjoy about One Piece is, let's set an example. Luffy does something insane, saves someone, and again, it's told from the perspective of a character that we've not seen up until this point. He does something insane, and then the character's like, blah blah blah, why did you do this, blah blah blah, and then Luffy says something out of pocket that makes them think about life and have an existential crisis. And we see this from the character's point of view, how essentially Luffy is this mysterious entity that has this great knowledge that he's sharing with the world, but he doesn't know that he's doing it. Meanwhile, in the live action, again, told from the point of view of Luffy, it loses the kind of mysteriousness of Luffy in the beginning, at least, you know.
Yeah.
Oh man,
also,
I'm sorry if I'm not like I'm sorry if I'm not articulating this well.
Also, Dangle, that's very intentional. Oda made it so Luffy never has any internal thoughts, is because he speaks everything out loud. He doesn't have any. He doesn't keep any secrets or anything. He's very like, I don't know what's the best like word to describe him.
Just simple and open.
Yeah, he's very simple, open, and that's what like is endearing about him. Like if he doesn't like someone, he'll say he doesn't like them, that kind of thing.
Wears his more like wears his hat on his sleeve. Lol.
Yeah, wears his heart on his sleeve.
Yep.
I
mean, yeah, no, he says exactly what he thinks. He has no filter. I did like that they did do that in the live action. However, I feel like live action Luffy, when he was doing the no filter thing, I feel like he was portrayed a lot more cringe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, the fucking like the Kaya like mansion, like
Yes,
I hated
just
that
about
so
to
much.
say. Because I don't know what was like wrong with me. Because like when I watch Luffy have no filter and say exactly what's on his mind, it's always so epic. It's always so cool. It's always so intriguing and interesting and mysterious. But when Luffy did it in a live action, I was like, no, this is cringe. I hate this. Please stop. Like, you're just gonna get yourself in trouble.
It's definitely not the actor's fault. I think it's just because, you know,
Oh no, it's not the actor's fault. I don't think it was the actor's fault.
Personality does not mesh well into real life, and that's kind of why, like, you never feel like you would want that to be if like someone who's real, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
was
like
cringing so goddamn hard during those scenes.
Yeah, it's
It was
also
difficult.
I just can't handle like social cringe very much.
Nah, me neither. And I felt like they did it kind of, again, very Western.
So
I
how do
feel
you
about the
feel
actor
about
in
the
general.
I liked him, but God, did I miss Luffy? Like I just think he wasn't written the way I would want Luffy.
I
Then
think with what he was given and with everything, just him in general, I'm just like gonna try to like the vibe, the way he speaks, blah blah blah, everything like that. I'm not gonna put into account other people's influence when I look at Inaki as Luffy. I'm not gonna say there could have not been a better Luffy. The problem is that there are other people also that are in charge of the way Luffy presents himself, and that it's a live action anime. It's not going to be perfect.
Definitely not.
Oda loves Inaki, and I will forever respect that, and I 100% agree with Oda that Inaki is essentially just IRL Luffy. But that's what he is, IRL Luffy, you know? Not Luffy anime manga, it's IRL Luffy.
I don't know.
Which will inherently be different from the anime manga.
I think the actors are fine. It's just the way it was written. They kept Usopp funny, but not in the same way. I don't know. Some people really hate Usopp, so who knows? Maybe they make the right decision.
No, I think Usopp was, again, I think all the characters were really well written in a live action setting. The only one I have like actual critical like problems with is Garp. That's but other than that, I think everyone else was
Garp
done
was
like
the only one
really
they
well.
actually like majorly changed. I can't think of anyone else whose character was just absolutely like butchered or changed.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was butchered. Like, it's so weird because there were some things that I really liked, like the actor was good, and when he was doing Garp things, he was really good. But then it just switched back to not Garp, and it was really harrowing.
I just wish Usopp actually got some fight. Usopp already didn't have any fight scenes in pre-times, like before East Blue, and then they got rid of most of his fight scenes.
Oh man, yeah.
Like Kuro, just the only thing he did in his own arc was shoot one thing at Kuro, and then he just grabs it.
God, Kuro though, fuck. Kuro's he was fucking so good. He was so good. He was so good. I loved Kuro, and he was scary. He scared me. I never gave any shits about regular Kuro. Not gonna lie, I kind of just spaced out. But live action Kuro scared me.
In addition to the thing I said about how they added stuff, they also added a bunch of little scenes like Zoro getting lost and going back to the entrance where he finds the two cats. But they obviously don't say, "Oh man, I got lost again." It's up to the viewer to go "Oh wait, he's back at the entrance."
Yeah, and also when he was like, "Oh, Zoro, how did you find me?" He was like, "I didn't. I was going back to the house." So they very subtly kept his quirk more appropriate for a live action audience.
The nose would definitely not have worked. As much as I love the nose, although I feel like the eyebrows should have stayed. I think the eyebrows are very they're not as noticeable as the fucking nose.
I didn't really. Oh right, Sanji's eyebrows.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I honestly don't think it really ruins anything, nor really adds much. It's not Sanji's main work in that sense. You can easily, that what Zoro did instead of calling him Sorely Bass was just calling him waiter or cook, and he does that in the anime and manga as well, so it wasn't too bad. But maybe having a bit of a hint to it wouldn't have been bad. They fucking
got rid of Hachan. They got rid of fucking how the fuck are they gonna do the whole Sabaody thing?
Oh yeah, what are they gonna do? I didn't really think much about that actually.
So Zoro, they did that, and it made Zoro and Sanji feel much less powerful because it was 2-on-1 and they were still getting their ass kicked.
Yeah, I don't get what they. I guess because Hachan is
it's he has 8 hands, so they would have to puppet 8 hands, I guess.
And also, just in general, he's just
they
really
didn't have
looking.
the sea cow or whatever it's called. Didn't have Johnny or whatever his name is.
Man, okay, the fact that I didn't see Full Body and Django together though was a crime.
Oh yeah, Full Body was there, but he was just a side character. He just instantly just get beat up.
That's what happens in the anime manga too. It's just that we see Django and Full Body again later. But
Full Body's the reason why Luffy had to work there anyway. But it was just instead it's just they eat food and they couldn't pay.
Yeah, that's fine and all. I do wish Sanji was, because Sanji was so he was so aggressive in the anime manga. Especially he was about to kill someone. He had to get
he literally blood dripping down from his face.
Yeah, he was about to kill someone. He had to get stopped, and
I guess it's supposed to be oh, he's so fucking ruthless, and then he's but he cares if he cares if you're hungry. It's the same thing with Zoro. They show you how much of a badass they are, and then they show they have a nice side, which makes them even better.
Yeah. Ooh, this is okay. As main Sanji fangirl here, I have one very nitpick. But yes. I noticed immediately with Sanji was that, oh man, this is such a nitpick. But I do not like the fact that when they introduce Sanji, and he was if I have to prepare another medium rare steak, I'm going to get bored.
That's really stupid. It's what?
Sanji doesn't care. Sanji doesn't care about being fancy. Sanji cares about making the most out of what he got and the food that he has.
That's like saying when during the filler arc where he has to prepare a marine thing, he's I'm not preparing this swivel stuff. It's not fancy fancy meat.
Yeah, that's also what I'm saying. because that's not he's not a fancy guy. That also kind of overshadows and like makes the scene of him literally starving for like a month like seem so bratty.
Yeah.
Where because he doesn't waste food. Yeah, he doesn't waste food, and also like the dish as well just being put on the side and Sanji not doing anything about it. The fact that it got essentially nearly put into the trash. If it wasn't for Luffy, it would have been put into trash.
Yeah,
what he made.
that's so weird.
That was such that's a nitpick, but like that scene made Sanji feel more as like a snobby guy that wants to make fancy shit, and not the guy that wants to feed everyone, you know?
Yeah, that's why I feel like getting rid of the whole Don Krieg arc was very detrimental to his character.
Yeah.
Because it shows you that, oh my god, the Don Krieg pirates, they're like the most ruthless fucking people. But we can't feed them. Like, okay, with his subordinate, it's like, okay, that's fine. But feeding Don Krieg himself, knowing the fact that he's most likely gonna like take over the entire thing, that's a huge like detriment to the entire like Baratier. But like Luffy and Zeph do it because, you know, they made a vow. But now it's just like, hey guys, we don't waste food here. It's like he's suggesting it rather than enforcing it, that kind of thing.
Also making the Barate like fancy and having it be like having to need reservations. That was such character assassination.
I always thought it was like the place with the pirates, like, you know, every chef is a pirate, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just, again, it shits on the principle of Zeph and Sanji wants to just feed people like decent food and like just want us to like, yes, it doesn't need to be ass, but like essentially feed people. That is what they want to do, and make it available for people because they were starving for like a month on at sea. Yeah, but instead they take that lesson of starving at sea and make it a fancy restaurant where you have to have 3 weeks booking in advance before you have to even book. Like, what if a guy comes in and again,
sorry,
like
we don't
Jin,
have reservations. You can starve to death.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
It's also like
really pisses me off.
The fact that it's also like parked. Like I always thought the whole point of the Baratier was supposed to be that it's like around the sea.
Yeah, it moves around. And,
like it seems very parked, like as if no one fucking starving at sea is gonna find it.
Yeah, it's not a one that moves around finding people that needs food. It's just like a fancy ass restaurant that's happened to be on the ocean. Like that's it.
Yeah, like Gin is such a fucking good character. Like he's so cool, and just like I don't know.
Yeah, they kind of just like looked at him and was like meh, and just didn't bother, which was stupid in my opinion. I'm terrified of like the Alabasta getting.
I feel like it's only gonna be like 4 like characters, like 4 the like. They are definitely gonna get rid of what's her name, is it Mr. 5 and Miss Valentine's Day? They're definitely gonna like cut them out.
Yeah, I do. I'm just like, this is just like a me personal thing, but like one of my absolute favorite characters, literally my all-time favorite character in all of One Piece, is an Alabasta, and if they fuck him up, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry so bad.
Cobra,
yeah.
Yeah.
God, I don't want them to fuck him up. I don't want them to make him an asshole or something. Because like I think that really like
I see what you mean. The way they did it to Gar.
Yeah, the way they also the way they kind of fucked up Nami's. I don't like that. I might have misunderstood because I had to speed through a bit of that part. But wasn't the whole thing with Nami that the in the live action the villagers doesn't know about the thing, but in the actual anime and manga they all know, they just play along. I hate that. It made it feel like fucking Nojiko is about to fucking kill Nami with a shovel, but it's like, let me tell you the entire story. That kind of defeats the entire purpose of her keeping it a secret if you tell them. And also, why did she have a tattoo? Because she had got that tattoo to show Nami
Yeah,
that she
the
was not alone. So why does she have a tattoo? There's literally no reason for her to have that tattoo if they changed that plot point.
Yeah, like, and also the fact that like the guy with the windmill, it's like doesn't he always have the windmill? Like, isn't that the whole point? Like, it's a windmill and also a tangerine showing like, you know, the hometown. But it feels like such a random thing.
Might skip Little Garden. I hope they do. It sucked.
Little Garden was cool. You don't want to see
Garden.
fucking giants in the fucking live action.
That was the point where I stopped watching One Piece when we were watching together. I stopped at Little Garden because I got so bored, and then
Wow.
it took me so long to get back into it again.
You didn't like seeing Sanji fucking absolutely annihilate Crocodile?
Okay, the Mr. Prince thing, if they remove that, I'm going to be so mad because that shit was so funny. I love how much of an asshole he was to Crocodile, and
It's like,
Crocodile
hey,
still
welcome-
doesn't know who he
It's
is.
like, welcome to the shitty restaurant. It's like,
that was actually, damn it, I hope they do have that one because that's such an iconic scene. That's too good.
and then Mr. Free, like, I don't know why, I really like that. The only thing I didn't like was just
Mr. Free's
how
funny.
much they stalled. You know, Luffy getting like hypnotized by the paint, and then like Usopp running away. It's like
yeah, it was just a lot.
that's the only thing I didn't like, because they always did that in the early arcs where it's just
Dragged a bit,
Luffy's
yeah.
trapped, he can't move. Also, there
It
was
dragged quite a bit, but it does have really good. It does have really good
Zoro
moments.
trying to cut his legs off, you
I
know,
was
showing
just
how
about
much,
to say.
showing how determined he was.
That was so fucking. And also him being like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die in a cool pose.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I definitely don't think Zoro's gonna do that in the live action.
Oh, I fucking hope he does. That's gonna be so funny. I need him to do it. Because those scars, like those leg scars of his, like literally stay there for the rest of like the manga / anime. Like he needs to have them somehow. And if it's like that stupid, like it needs to be stupid or else it just doesn't feel right. Oh man.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
Sorry.
Something to do with Zoro.
Kuina's nose was very big.
I mean, that's just the actor. I think that's.
No, that was just an observation.
I mean, yeah, but it's like can't really help that.
No, but it was interesting because I watched a Kuina's actress made a TikTok where she was making a joke about the stairs thing, and her nose doesn't look that big there, but it might be the haircut that was accentuating it. But yeah, no, she made a TikTok where she you see her at first where she's saying, "Do you want to form an alliance with me?" And then it cuts down to the stairs, and it's like, yes, I do. And then she says, good. And then it just cuts to her for like a single second, just dead on the bottom of the stairs.
Oh my god. Also, the fact that this like kid Zoro didn't wait a fucking second to take the sword. Like he just picked it up and during the funeral, like he just picks it up and it's like, "Yo, can I have this? Can I have this?" It's like,
if I was, I don't remember his name, but if I was the you know the sensei or
gymnast,
whatever,
yeah.
I would have fucking beaten his ass for that. It's like, that's my daughter.
how did they handle Zoro's backstory? It was decent.
I think they did really well.
I
think
was was expecting a lot of people to get really like annoyed at the whole like, oh, you're a boy Zoro, so you're gonna be stronger than me.
Well, it's because it was shown as being, well, stupid.
Yeah.
Because it is stupid, especially in the One Piece world. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And so Zoro was like, nah. Didn't like Zoro's character, he's so gloomy.
Yeah, it's sort of every character has like a shade of seriousness to them, apart from Usopp, I guess.
I mean, really? I mean, I had no problems with Zoro. I think he was good.
He needs.
I think
he needs, because he's not like, you know, he's not the nice, not the nice boy, the funny boy. You know,
Yeah.
Zoro
No,
making jokes or like Zoro going like laughing.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that one. I do feel like he should have done a bit more because the whole thing about Mihawk defeating him, and the fact that he
Oh
like
my God, I
stopped
see it now.
being
Fucking Zoro's Sasuke live action. He's literally just Sasuke.
Oh my god.
His personality anyway.
The fact that like when because one of the things that made Zoro's defeat quite impactful was how Zoro changed quite a bit after it, and he wasn't as openly confident in his ability to overcome literally. He wasn't stupidly overconfident, and he became a bit more serious. And even though he smiled and like laughed every now and then, he didn't like openly like big mouth laugh like he did before Mihawk's defeat, before Mihawk defeated him. And I feel like by making him a bit more, actually now that I think about it now, actually you're right, by making him more serious than he is after Mihawk's defeat, pre-Zoro's defeat, that it kind of ruins his character a tiny bit, just makes him a bit too serious. So I do get that, but that's like a nitpick for me. Yeah, he's post defeat. Yeah, that's exactly what. Yeah, I was trying to say.
He's very like, if you said anything to him like, Zoro, eat your vegetables, he's like sullen face like, I don't want to eat my vegetables. Vegetables taste bad.
So, yeah, but no, I agree when you say like when I think about it like that, I agree. I'm still pissed that like Kobe didn't get like he got like he's in every single episode, but he didn't get his scenes like of like punching Luffy or like, you know, saving Helmeppo. He got a lot of good added scenes, but the most important scenes just like didn't.
He got scenes of him he got one scene of him going, no, I'm not going to arrest them, and then Garp's like, okay,
weird, yeah.
Okay, arrest them. And it's like, okay, that's great seeing Kobe.
I really need to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Just like rant for a second while I'm gone.
Okay. Someone give me a topic to rant about. You got that one scene where it's like, this is how you. Oh man, when Kobe got his how to tie a knot scene. Oh man, that was hype. That was so hype. When he played Go, oh man, that was some top tier. That was like top 5 One Piece live action moments. That was a satisfied Poggers moment, I know. Didn't you just chop out of that? Okay, oh my god, what the fuck? Boogie. Hold on, let me look at my notes. Lucky Roo's pretty cool. Shanks' voice is nice. Yeah, they cut a lot of scenes with like when Luffy was a kid. When he like scarred himself, they didn't show the part where he was screaming, and everyone's like, "What the hell did you just do?" I guess he kind of did, but more afterwards. I wish they added more sound effects. Like when Luffy like stretches, it goes boom, like, you know, add some things. I don't know. I feel like there was barely any sound effects. The scene where Zoro actually got shown, like that was amazing. Like him saying he's only #1, middle fingers. That was great. Yeah, another weird fit part was when Luffy arrived, and they're probably scared of making it too goofy. Yeah, I wouldn't want to make One Piece goofy. Nobody would.
Man, One Piece being goofy couldn't be me.
Yeah, just a guy about who stretches his entire body. Yeah, when Luffy fucking arrived in the barrel, he says to Kobe, "Shh, be quiet." Like Luffy's not quiet. He's not quiet. Luffy, did people have to tell him to be quiet?
Yeah.
When
he said which way is north though, and then
yeah, he smacked.
Oh,
I love that. That was really funny.
Really short. He needed a fucking navigator too.
Yep, Nami. I really like Nami. Like Nami was very good.
Oh yeah.
Also, when she stabbed herself, it was really funny because it was only 2 tiny stabs, and I feel like it didn't even touch the tattoo. Like, she could have just slashed it. She didn't have to, like, stab herself. Luffy.
Well, I do like that they did it like in more of a dark setting though.
Oh, the reason why they did it in a dark setting was the high CGI. That's how they. That's always the reason why they do it.
True, but I think it added to it. Honestly.
That's why live action like Lion King is always so like darker than the original.
Oh,
It's
well, I'm
'cause-
talking about the darker setting specifically for the Nami scene. Is what I mean.
Nami scene? What you mean, Buggy?
Nami when she was starting her
Oh,
show. Is what
yeah.
I mean. I think that it added more to it that it was during that was later. Is what I mean. A bit of a
Yeah.
darker scene.
I just felt like everyone in the thing was so weaker. Like,
Yep.
but it's so hard. It's so hard to like do stuff and not look at the notes. Disrespect to Luffy. Yeah, like the part where like Luffy was getting beat, like about to, if Zoro didn't step in during Shelltown, then Luffy would have lost. Like that's so disrespectful that he would have lost to Marine Scrubs.
Yeah.
When literally like he could pretty much do the exact same thing he does in this game, just defeat like 50,000 in one go, which he literally did like in fucking Ennis Lobby. Oop. Oh yeah, when there was me and Liru had a very good laugh because you know when Mihawk slashed Zoro,
Yep.
and there was only like a tiny bit of blood, and then Zoro's like on the floor and it's like, oh my god, he's losing so much blood. It's like, where? There's no blood. There's no blood
Where?
coming out. There's no blood. It looks like those wounds already been cauterized. It's like, oh my god, all that like, tiny splashes of blood. That was his
Holy
entire
shit,
blood
he's
supply.
dying.
That was his entire blood supply. Yeah, I wonder if they had 10 episodes, they would have made Baratie and Syrup Village more. You could add one thing that would. Wait, if you could add one thing that would be cut, what would it be? I guess the entirety of Baratie. Does that count? Like, add the actual like thing that happened in the manga.
Wait, what?
Add, you know, the Don Krieg arc rather than just Don Krieg got defeated off screen and he was never mentioned ever again.
It was really fucking funny how Miyako was like, "You woke me from my nap, bitch." That was really funny. And
Yeah,
they're just dead on the floor.
like I liked it, but I feel like that should have just explained why like he was there in the first place.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, because it wasn't explained why Miyako was there in the manga and anime, right?
It's like he said the same thing. He woke me up on my nap, and like, but it was more of a chase from like, you know, on because they were all on boats.
Yeah.
Because they had to travel back from the Grand Line, so they like the entire like ship was destroyed, and then Mihawk arrives later.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that like they could have just added that part, and also like there was just like no like groups of pirates. Like I thought like the entire series, I thought they loved big group fights, you know. Like they added it with Shelltown, they added it with Arlong Park when there wasn't one in Arlong Park. Like they added that even if there wasn't. But in fucking Baratie, like where's like there could have been like Don Krieg's entire crew given something for like Usopp and stuff to fight.
Yeah, and also Zeph getting bonked very, very, very hard
Yeah, like
immediately.
Zeph is like a fucking fighter.
Yeah, I suppose it's because the stunting would be a bit too much of a pain in the ass.
True.
Because
What did you think?
they're actual old men, you know.
What did you think of Arlong, by the way?
Arlong?
Yeah.
I think it was really good. I
Fully.
have not honestly I didn't really
It
have
was
any
very,
complaints.
it was very funny to see Arlong like arriving with like some I don't know, what was it, rap music? Not rap music. Like just like hit like really like I don't know, you know, just music.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
And just like, it's so funny, it just pops up, he's like, hey, what's up, bitches?
So bitches, me Arlong.
What was the budget they're working for? Probably like fucking $4 billion or something.
Yeah, it was probably quite a bit. Because, like, none of the CGI and stuff was bad by any means.
Because they had to like
I
make...
had no complaints about any of the CGI.
That is very much the reason why most of this stuff takes place inside. Like inside the circus tent, inside the mansion, inside Arlen Park, I guess. I mean, Arlen Park had like a little thing.
Oh, I do like the changes that they did to Arlen Park, though. That was very creative.
Well, like make it like a little water fountain. Like,
making it like an actual look like an actual theme park.
Yeah, it was it was very nice, very like aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, definitely. I am one of the few people I feel like that actually like what they did with Mary. I suppose. I think she looks good.
Mary died. Mary died. So I think the live action is very much gonna solve the problem issue of characters don't die in One Piece.
Yeah.
It's gonna make they die, but no one cares.
I was talking about the boat, but now that you said that, I'm actually right. Yeah. No. Actually, see, I was talking about the boat, like the change that they did to the Mary boat.
Mary. There's no reason why it couldn't have been the cartoon boat. The wanted posters are fucking Snapchat filters. I feel like they could.
One does look weird.
I feel like they could have made like a less creepy goat.
No, I think Mary looks good. I think you're just being mean.
No. Mary had a very cute face.
I think you're just being mean.
And when Mary dies and it has that voice, it's gonna show a close up of its fucking creepy face and be like, oh my god.
It's not. I don't think it's creepy.
I don't know. It has no pupils. It's fucking screaming. It's in pain.
What was one? Oh yeah, but as you said, like the changes to Mary, like actually dying. I was like, when he died, I was like, oh shit, he died. I thought he was gonna survive because he does so.
I was gonna say like damn, he just fucking they put him in the well and Zoro's like just sitting next to Mary's corpse. It's like.
I do like that because the thing is, I think Oda in the beginning was a bit scared off of killing characters, and I feel like this is Oda like being like, my mistakes are getting rectified, like the things that I've been regretting.
You know what that means, right? That means Pell's gonna die.
I was just about to say, yeah, that means Pell's going to absolutely die, and his sacrifice actually is going to mean something.
Exactly.
Like, and that's what I feel about like with Mary as well. Because when has ever Mary been relevant? Like,
I mean, to be fair, the reason why Mary survived was because then she actually has someone to take care of her. Kaya's alone now. She's literally alone.
I know, but it's realistic.
She doesn't even have the kids, like the kids to like support her.
All right, I keep forgetting about the Usopp pirates as well.
The Usopp pirate. I think there was something weird about Usopp going, you know, the pirates are coming, because I thought, like, didn't he want them to chase him rather than just to actually warn them? Like, you know, when like he says what like oh, and he's excited watching them all come out with pots and pans. He's like, ooh, and then he runs away.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, they cut out the entirety of the Usopp pirates. It's just Usopp going like, oh, the pirates are coming, and Old Man's going, when are you gonna get a life, Usopp? You're pathetic. It's like, Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
And then, oh my god, I hated the scene where like fucking Kobe is just like, excuse me, sir.
I believe you.
I believe you. Excuse me, can we see your hands? Nope, I don't have any knives on my hand. It's clear as day. Oh, I see. The post.
It's almost like he changed his gloves or something.
It's like, oh, excuse me, sir. Did you kill these people? No. Do you see a murder weapon on me? I guess not. That must mean you're in the clear. Sorry to disturb you, sir. It's like,
at least Kobe admitted that he fucked up.
It's like, oh, this man is meant.
Garp should have told him that he fucked up.
It's like, no, you did the right thing, boy. You lured them out.
No, I didn't. I don't get
right,
that scene.
you did the right
you
thing.
flushed him out, and it's like, yeah, not
Don't-
on purpose.
Don't you see? I expected you to fail so you could succeed.
Yes, that's what I mean. They made Garp too smart, quote unquote. He's not this. He's not like this. He's not that tactful. At least not in that way. Like because the thing is with Garp is that Garp is well, it's another complaint I have with Garp is that he's so goddamn cryptic in like an actually meaning to be cryptic way in the live action, when in the anime manga he's just cryptic not because he means to, but because he forgets to mention shit, or he doesn't think that it's important, or like he doesn't care. Like with Luffy, for example, never mentioning that Dragon's his dad or that Garp's his fucking granddad. It's the same with Garp, where he's like, oh, you're. He accidentally says shit. Like, he always just says things like the way that they are. Like with, for example, with the Celestial Dragon dude, where he's saying, "Oh, well, Celestial Dragons are shit." like, and it's like, oops, maybe I shouldn't say that.
Yeah,
like,
the Stelly. But the thing also, like, they got really mad at Luffy. Like, are we not going to talk about the elephant in the room? Why did you not tell us your grandfather was like Vice was like, bruh, I didn't fucking I didn't know he'd be following us. Like, what does it matter? Like,
I do like that Zoro told Nami that.
Luffy doesn't know who his
Doesn't
dad
know.
is. He didn't even know he had a dad.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's just like,
He literally said, I remember, he literally said, "I have a dad."
hello, I have a dad. It's like, yeah, Monkey D. Dragon.
It's like, God, this family's shit.
There was something else to do with Kobe. Oh yeah, like when Garp was questioning Kobe, it's like Kobe didn't participate. He didn't even go anywhere near the fucking base, and yeah, he's like being questioned about it. It's like, oh yeah, you were spotted with him. It's like, okay, so was everyone else with the bar.
Oh, that's actually fair, yeah. Well, I guess he was sitting next to him, I suppose.
Yeah. Like, oh, see, every Marine should be truthful. It's like, bro, no.
It was just Garp was just really weird for me. The only redeeming quality was that it was hot.
So,
I am a simple person. I don't know.
no.
I don't know what to tell you.
At least you get a multiple hot man. There's only one hot girl in the series.
Yeah, it's Luffy.
Yeah. No, it's Sanji.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, at least I get Mihawk, I get Shanks, Garp, Zeph. Like, I'm eating good. Zoro, Sanji.
Usopp to a degree.
Oh no, yeah, Usopp's hot too. Especially in that outfit he had in the bar at the bar
I think I noticed they really did not like to wear shirts. Like Usopp always had a jacket on but never a shirt, and that made me feel really weird. Like, oh my god, doesn't that feel weird against his skin?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like, no, that made you feel things.
Basically, he has a pirate coat, but he doesn't actually have a shirt. And then fucking Sanji takes off his shirt, but he doesn't take off any of his did he take off his shoes? I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't remember that.
Everyone just, apart from Luffy and Nami, they just always had didn't have a shirt. They had a jacket, they just didn't have a shirt.
They still haven't said anything about the mother, right? I mean, it's a shonen, they're never gonna mention it.
The mother is Zoro.
Crocodile.
It's Crocodile. You just never asked.
I'm a Dragasuki truther. The reason why Akainu refers to Dragon as refers to Luffy as Dragon's son all the time is because it has the same energy as when your child does something bad and you blame it on the other parent, because there's no way a child of mine would act this way. Akainu is Luffy's mother confirmed.
Don't see any flaws in that logic.
I'm a genius. I'm going to predict the future.
Okay, so
Can this game not crash again, please? Oh, thank God.
what else? I didn't write that many like notes about like I must only like oh yeah they never really mention about like the devil fruits. Like whenever Luffy showcases his power, they're all like they don't even mention it. Like I think that the first time they did with Boogie, but then the rest is just okay. It's like usually because like the whole point was in East Blue, devil fruit's extremely rare.
Yeah, why didn't Makino give him a lesson of devil fruits? Like,
But she did. She said
it should have been Shanks that should have given him the lesson about devil fruits.
like Shanks was literally like the first thing he said is like, "You idiot! Now you're gonna be an anchor in the sea." It's like, and he's like, Luffy's like, "What?"
Meanwhile, live action Shanks is like, "Oh no, what have you done?"
He's like unleashed Cthulhu. It's like, Luffy, what have you done?
Yeah,
Also,
what do you mean?
oh
What
my
have you
God,
done?
oh
He
my
knows
God.
exactly what he's done.
Sanji fans are not Sanji. Shanks fans are fuming because they made Shanks losing his arm even worse in the live action. Because in anime, Luffy was being like, you know, he was about to drown, he was about to be eaten, so Shanks had to like fucking quickly rush in and like save him. But in the live action, he was literally face to face against the fucking monster. He literally just took off his arm. Like he just
Yeah,
bit
but
it
a
off.
weird scene.
Like that just proves that Shanks couldn't handle the beast.
No, I think he just did it on purpose, straight up.
He's
But they just handle it really weird.
yo that proves that Shanks knew he wanted his arm off. It was all part of his plan. That proves it because like he could have defeated that thing easily. So it proves the theory that he wanted Luffy to feel indebted to him.
Well, not necessarily that,
It
but
proves
also.
it.
No, it does though, and ironically, it does. It was handled more poorly in the live action, but it does.
Yeah, the one we all feel silly when the live action proved it.
That's what I mean.
That Shanks is evil.
No, that theory can go suck a dick. I hate that theory so much.
Who knows? They might. I mean, that's probably the most makes sense here. Is like she was a celestial
Really?
dragon. She was a celestial dragon, and then she got executed, and Dragon hates the celestial dragons from now on.
Who doesn't want? Oh shit.
What's up?
No, I was reading it too.
Yeah, like as in that, I like that theory. Celestial dragon. So like Luffy is like I don't know. That doesn't technically mean that Luffy's a celestial dragon. I mean, I guess it does.
No, it would mean. Well, it would mean he's like half celestial dragon.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, when it comes to, he wouldn't be a celestial dragon, like by their standard, because celestial dragons specifically need to be like, again, the direct bloodline or whatever, and he might be the direct bloodline, but he has other things mixed or whatever,
Yeah.
which means he would not really be recognized.
What's some things that's gonna happen in like Alabasta that's gonna be? How are they gonna do Mr. 2? They gotta do Mr. 2, right?
You mean Bon Clay?
Yeah, Bon Clay, Mr. 2. He's Mr. 2 in
Yeah.
Alabasta. He's not Bon Clay yet.
No, that's true actually. But yeah, no, I wonder what drag queen that we're going to get to play Vankov and Bon
Yeah,
Clay and
the
stuff.
Okamas.
Yeah.
They might not do that. I don't know.
I do hope they do because they are literally drag queens.
It's like that's a very thing that people don't like about One Piece. This is like how they portray them.
I know, but if they get actual drag queens to do it, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah. Guess we'll see.
Because Bon Clay and Ivankov are like they're some of the coolest characters in One Piece. So it's not like
Yeah.
by making them
Body Bankov's gonna be so weird. They even get to that far.
Yeah, I do think Ivankov's again not gonna be that shape, if you get what I mean. It's just gonna be like again regular, probably a bit busty big drag queen.
They're not gonna do the 1v1 fights anymore, are they?
No. I was looking at some concept art.
I
Of,
think Ivankov is gonna be a real person, like they did with Garp. I mean, I guess you could just make them
Yeah, that's what I
be
mean.
the same, but just make them not wacky. Like, yeah,
yeah.
different.
I mean, again, I think Ivanka's just gonna look like a regular, probably a bit of a bigger drag queen. That's it. Like they're just gonna get like a tall, probably bigger drag queen to play Ivanka. That's it. I don't really see it any other way. I'm very curious about who's gonna play Cobra.
I'm not. It's probably the least person I care about.
I know you don't give a shit. I do.
I
Because
want to see. I want to know
he's my Scrunkly.
I want to know who's doing like Vivi.
I'm very curious about who's gonna do Crocodile actually.
Also,
That
Chopper.
one I am actually really curious about.
Like,
Yeah,
how are
what
they
are they going to do? What are they going to do?
What are they gonna do with Chopper? Because that's gonna be like that's gonna be like Hatchan. Like they gotta have to always do CGI if they do CGI.
Oh, this is also another weird one, but I'm weirdly enough quite kind of excited. I want to see how Wapple looks like.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah, like as in, I have a feeling they're gonna, because of the fact they cut out most of the fights in like the show. I feel like they're gonna cut out a lot of Alabaster's fights.
Yeah. Man, how are they gonna do Dressrosa? I want to
Then
be long as hell.
they ain't. Do you think they have enough actors for that? Like, oh my
Oh my
god.
god. I wonder who would do Doflamingo.
You probably. I'm sure
What?
I'm sure you do him.
Oh, I do. I would do Doflamingo. I would do Doflamingo. My favorite war criminal. Nah, sorry, that's Akainu. My favorite little baby girl war criminal.
Who do you think like actually look like the character the most? I guess I say Mihawk.
Oh yeah, I agree with that one.
Hello, cowboy.
Man, I really wish Bunta Sugawara and like the other Admiral lookalike, like the voice, the actors that the admirals were based off. I wish most of them were alive, but nope, because that would have been obviously great castings for them. But no, that's never gonna happen. Because I would assume you know all the admirals are based off of real Japanese actors.
Oh yeah. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, but like Bunta Sugawara, for example, I mean he's dead and he's been dead for like years.
Resurrected.
Yeah, they should just for live action.
He was made for this role. He was literally made for this
is.
role.
He was literally made for that role. Man, I said Akainu was the most handsome man in One Piece, and I got absolutely cooked. And I was like, no, you see, it's not just my bias, it's because it's canon. Oda has literally said that he is the most handsome man in One Piece.
Like you expect the people to be like, no, he's not sexy, but now people to say like, actually, if you think about it, Ace is actually hot. It's like.
No, what they do is that I'm not joking. I got called. I had like a long conversation, and the conclusion I was literally essentially saying that Hancock and Akainu are both terrible people. That was what I was trying to get at, right? And you will know what the conclusion that they came to before they blocked me was that I was a sexist fascist that support sexual assault, like people that sexually assault people. And I was like, okay, all right, bye.
How did I never see it before?
I know, right? I'm such a horrible, terrible person. Have Eminem play Eminem should play Nell. I would actually.
Oh my god,
that would actually be
amazing.
so funny. That would be actually so funny.
I actually want to
I
see.
don't think he's a good actor though, unfortunately.
Oh man, they're gonna have, what about Foxy? Are they gonna skip Foxy? He's canon.
He needs to be. Knowing the live action, they're going to spend like fucking 10 episodes on Foxy alone. So what was it that someone said? Someone said, "You're all not gonna be laughing when they make Long Ring Island into a 10-episode one season." One season.
I think Star's saying that she doesn't like Hancock as a character. I think she just means she's a terrible person in the actual story.
Yeah. Oh my god. And now you're like, again, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm just saying that Hancock, both Hancock and Akainu are both terrible people, and apparently that's not correct. Apparently that's not correct.
Do you mean terrible people as in like they do terrible things which makes them terrible?
They
or
both
like
do terrible things, is
Yeah.
what I mean. Yeah.
I thought, oh, you were talking to them. I thought you meant I misrepresented you.
No. So they both do terrible things, and they're both terrible people. But because Hancock has a
I
sad
don't know.
backstory.
I gotta say, Hancock. Like, what's the terrible things that she did?
I mean, she killed her own. She killed her own people, or petrified her own people. She
Yeah, and she only
ki-
did it.
Yeah, after Luffy essentially begged her to.
I feel like that's a little
also-
bit. I don't think that's as bad as it's like destroying an entire
I'm not
ship.
saying it. I'm not saying that Akainu. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to say that I'm not trying to say one's better than the other. One's wrong. I'm literally just stating a
But
fact
when you
of
say
they
them,
both do bad things.
when you say they're both awful people, you put them on the same pedestal.
Apparently, even though I tried to explain that that's not what I meant. Well, the thing is, Hancock is still a pirate, and a horrible one at that, is what I'm saying. I still love Hancock. I'm just saying that she kills people.
What if I said this? It's like you know the celestial dragon, like that the really fat one. What if I said like him and Hachan are both terrible people? Like
Well,
that
Hachan actually like tried to atone for what he did.
yeah,
like,
but he did terrible things, and me saying that in the same sentence, like yeah, like you know what I mean. But
No, I get
like, if
that,
you say
but
that, it implies it.
I get what you mean. Do you think it still warrants me getting called a fascist?
Definitely not.
Okay, that's all I was getting at.
Definitely not.
And like again, they could disagree with me, and that's completely fair. I literally told them as well, like, if you disagree with me, that's fine. I just think they're both like kind of like, I'm not saying that one's better than the other. I even like again very explicitly told them that I'm just saying not everything is black and white. Not everyone's. Some people do good things for bad reasons and bad things for good reasons, whatever. And that doesn't, but it doesn't mean Hancock is exempt of all of her crimes, and Akainu is not just a one-dimensional little shit. He does things for a reason. Yes, he's horrible. Yes, the reasons he comes up with isn't great, but there's still reasons, is what I mean.
I always hated that about like, well, those shows where it's like a person does a terrible crime and then like they're a terrible person and then like they become a good person. It's like, I've changed now. It's like, oh, okay, I'll just forget all the things you did then.
Yeah. And another thing as well is that Doflamingo stands have the balls and audacity to attack me saying that I'm a horrible person for liking Akainu when they have a Doflamingo profile picture. Like, please be real.
I've changed. I care now.
Imagine if Doflamingo got a redemption arc.
Luffy, don't you understand? I'm the victim here.
If Akainu went around trying to be like, I am a victim, I would actually punch him in the face. He's still my favorite character, but I would never forgive him because he's awful.
You can still like horrible characters. Like,
That's what I mean, and that's what I'm trying to tell people, that it doesn't necessarily.
I'm more
like,
surprised how you even got traction on that. Like, what did you do?
What
How
I did.
did it blow up?
It was literally just someone. It was literally just someone saying that, like, talking about how like they forgive Hancock's actions or whatever, and that she's not blah blah blah. And then they went on my tweet where I just made a joke about how Akainu is my favorite little. He can do a little war crime as a treat. I made that as like a joke, and they were like, "How dare you like this? Like, you know he's horrible, and I want him to die." And I'm just like, okay, like
Ain't
you see
real.
you see my Akihiro profile
P.
picture, and you're trying to like get on my ass about it. You know, like I don't care, and also Hancock's not great either. I told her essentially, and she just went on my ass, and all her followers quote tweeted me as well, and just went at me, and I just said, I'm sorry if what I said made no sense. I was trying to get to this point. If that wasn't that well articulated, that's okay. And then they just kept going at me, and I was like, all right, bye, see ya. I'm not bothering with this anymore. So yeah, no, it happens. It happens. I get a lot of flag for
Which is
for
very
my
toxic.
I mean, it is, and One Piece Twitter is even worse. And I hate also being associated with the Akainu power scalers, because they're actually batshit insane.
You only want to scale if he's a bottom or not.
Yeah, that's what I do. Literally, I have a bunch of Akainu power scalers follow me, and I was just
I
like,
bet if we made like a tier list of who's bottom, who's top, we would fucking get harassed by the One Piece fandom. Like literally just all like.
no, we would 100%. I literally, that happened to me. I had a stream where I was ranking One Piece men by, well, attractiveness or whatever, and I kid you not, that tweet, like, cause I tweeted the tier list after the stream, and the amount of people I got on my ass for like Arlong and S tier and stuff like that was insane.
All right, I'm inspired. Let's make a tier list of what.
Oh yes, let's go.
One Piece. Oh my god, there's so many characters.
Yeah, I just did like some of the main ones. I just completely ignored the ones that I just didn't care about. Is Blackbeard a top or bottom?
Help.
He's a bottom for the right people.
He wants to be king of the world. Yeah. So he's always on top. I say he's on top, but he's not good at it.
Oh yeah. No, he wants to be a top, but he's better at being a bottom.
I don't know. I think this is gonna be where we have a debate.
Is this our debate now? Damn it.
I don't think this one's good. It has every character, but I don't want every character. I just want all the important characters.
Power list. Yeah, dude, click on the power list to see what let's see if we can power scale, but dude, like butter. Yeah,
Alright,
like,
okay,
let's see.
okay.
Look at it.
Let's,
There we go. This is a funny list.
There's top.
Level buggy. That's kind of funny. Every character would take weeks. Yeah, so let's
Bottom.
take the most quote-unquote
What-
popular character.
So what's it when you
So
a switch? That's it.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Is there any of
Switch,
us? Any of us?
Top, bottom, switch,
Bruh.
power bottom. Take as a power bottom, you know, the ones that are on the bottom but actually dumb. Why am I doing this? Why am I here?
Why am I here?
I hate the way you're getting any. I remember I had it in my own tier list for Turbol, and it was just down in the bottom. It was just called Turbol.
A pacific just tops up on. Well, they're robots, so you can command them to do
They're
anything. So technically, they're bottoms.
No, they are. You can put them in an own tier list.
So I have my own definition of power bottom. Can you explain what a
Simp.
power bottom? Simp. Because I say
Take
it's a
one-
it's a
no. Take one as one tier list that's just like simp will do whatever you want.
I think that's super bottom.
No, but like, okay. Well, power
Simps are
bottom for me
automatically
is
bottoms.
someone that takes it, but is actually the one in control.
I
That's a
feel
power
like the
bottom.
opposite. I feel like it's an actual bottom who pretends to be a top.
By the actual definition, I think that's incorrect. Let's see.
By that
Give me a
logic,
moment.
shouldn't there be a sub top?
Especially aggressive or energetic receiving partner. The bossiest is what they do. Essentially, they're like they take it, but they're bossy about it.
So should I make a power bottom? Oh, we already have one.
We
Shut-
already have one.
What's the fourth one then?
So like brats, I mean, yeah, they would be, but it is a specific type of brats because there's the brats that like, you know, get tamed or whatever. Like, I actually don't want to get into details on this.
Okay, how about we make a one for when, because aren't some characters just always they're not bottoms or tops?
Oh my god, no, it's
They're like-
asexual. Take
yeah,
one that's just like asexual.
That's what I was. That's what I meant. I just forgot know the word. All right, I think that's
It's
fine.
ace with a C.
All right, Brooke.
It's ace. It's ace with a C.
How is it?
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Oh, okay.
Asexual, actually, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, Luffy's definitely
Well, he's not
Luffy's.
canonically, but the way others portrayed him,
man.
yeah, no, I get it.
You have Nami and Boa, and like Luffy doesn't
Brook is a bottom. I've seen the way he acts with Yorkie.
I guess so. Robin.
Either that, he's either a switch or a bottom.
He wants to see people's panties.
I don't think Luffy knows what sex is. No, he does. I'm not gonna say he's still an adult guy. I do think he knows. I just don't think he cares.
When he got a nosebleed, the Nami's happiness punch, Oda explained it as he was just imitating Usopp.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I do think he knows what it is.
So Robin. Normally I would say
top.
top. Yeah.
No, she's definitely top. Kizaru, I just want to randomly say Kizaru is a power bottom. Just like, I stand by this.
I guess Arlong would have sex at some point, I guess.
Oh my god, no, ain't no way you're getting any unless they pay.
Not even pay. And I'm making it one, not even if they pay.
No, yeah, do that.
Then
Actually, maybe we should make this into a who fucks instead of a what like they do in bed.
we'll do that next time.
Okay. Sharks have two penises. Yes, Oda confirmed as well that it is canon in the One Piece universe.
Alright. Bellamy. I feel like he's a secret bottom. I feel like he's
Yeah, no, I
I feel
can
like
see that.
he pretends to be a top, but he's a bottom.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
He's under someone. He has such a heart on for Don Flamingo, like that kind of thing.
I see Ace as a switch.
I can see that.
Just as a
Like-
general, like, he just enjoys doing things.
I feel like Ace is the type of guy who is like the most like I don't know, not romantic, but like he would treat his mutual partner very well in the bedroom, that kind of thing.
Yeah, which means getting in any position that is the best for both of them.
Yeah. He'd be like, Caesar, ain't there where you get any.
See, and unless it's Judge.
Wait, this is normal Kuma. Wait, we don't know much about Kuma.
I think he's Ace actually.
Wait, no, yeah, but he literally had sex. You
can have sex. It's just that it's not like a thing you really care about.
I kind of
if you
forgot.
know what I mean.
I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, because it's like you can still do it. It's just that it doesn't really do much for you. Well, he has a daughter. Yeah, he does. But again, we don't know if Bonnie's like an experiment or anything. We don't know. This is just like what we're
Boa
thinking about.
normally is a top to everyone
No,
other than Luffy.
No, we need. Okay, yeah. No, he's I kind of want like a tier of just like only Luffy or like something. Luffy sexual.
Okay, can you explain what power bottom is again? Just
someone that takes it like in a bottom position, but is very bratty about it and is very like talks back and stuff like that. I feel like Shanks
so
is one of those.
Tsundere.
No, not Tsundere. Just like, oh my god, how do I even... Can I make an example and not make it like shit? Haha, are you sure like you want to do that, blah blah blah. Like, oh, you actually like, are you sure you actually can do it? Can you make me feel good? Blah blah blah, stuff like that, and essentially just talking back.
I'm gonna put Sundari. Sundari.
That makes no sense. Whatever. It's your list.
The way
Your
you just
list.
the way you just described that is exactly what a fucking Sundari would say.
No, it's like a bratty thing, more like a talking back, not like a Zundere thing. But whatever.
In that case, I think Boogie's a power bottom.
Yeah, you know what? Sure, either a bottom or a power bottom.
Beiji's a top.
Beige?
Beige.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, I feel like he when it's with his wife, like if his wife command, I feel
Switch.
like
Actually, switch.
yeah, I was gonna say
switch.
like, I think
He just has a healthy relationship.
it's a healthy relationship with wife, but I feel like in like his house, the mother is, if the mother tells him to do something, then he'll do it, that kind of thing.
Is that who's the next one actually?
That's Smoothie.
Oh, Smoothie's a top, 100%. She just gives me those vibes.
She just fucking drains you. Roger's top because yeah, he's the king.
No, Roger's a power bottom. Damn it! I really feel like he's a power bottom. I feel like he would still be a top, but take it. Like, you think you can make me, the Pirate King, feel good? Then you better get to work.
just Pirate King.
That's just its own tier. Sure, why not? Yamanta in no way is getting any. Bon Clay, switch.
Yeah.
Ultimate switch. Doflamingo only if he pays. Straight
Yeah.
up.
Whitebeard. Definitely a top.
Yep.
Ivankov? I think very much a switch. Like that's the entire like, thing of him, him.
And now,
That's
asexual, actually.
true.
I don't think he would want to get any unless it's for like the purpose of worshipping because he's a god or whatever.
The biggest power bottom I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. No, I agree. Foxy, top. Let's
Really?
just put him on top.
Pirate King.
Yeah, put a Pirate King. Go on, dude. Yes, there we go.
Bon is tough. I mean, I think Bon Clay is very much like, you know, I don't know.
Wants to do. I think he just wants to do whatever. It's Bon Clay. Fujitora, switch.
Yeah. Ain't no way you can any Jack. Nah, it's
Jack,
good.
yeah, no,
only if you pay. Only if they pay.
Yeah.
Other than that, I would say top. King. Oh, he's very like BDSM.
I feel like he's a power bottom secretly.
Kizaru power bottom.
Kizaru is a power bottom 100%. He just talks back
Kobe
and it's just like
100%
bullshit.
bottom, biggest bottom there is.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Big Mom's topped so many goddamn people, it's insane.
Agreed. Lucci? No way. No. Asexual, either asexual or no, ain't no way you're getting any.
True. I think, wait, is this the dog and the cat?
I don't fucking know.
I'll put Switch because they're together, I guess.
I suppose Hawkins. I
Ain't no
don't
way,
think he.
ain't no way
I
you
don't-
can. I think he's asexual. He's definitely
Either
asexual.
ace or ain't no way. Yeah. Gar?
Yup.
Power bottom. I don't know why.
I don't know, it's not power bottom or top, which is very contradictory.
I know. Well, it's not contradictory because he's dominant in one way or the other. It's just, is it on the bottom or is it on the top?
Nah, I say top.
Okay, fair.
I can't imagine.
I can see it either way.
I can't imagine Garb being taking orders. That's the whole Marco.
Marco, I think he's a top.
Really? I thought he was. I saw him as a bottom. I think he's a cool bottom. He's not a bottom in like, you know, Sandsy kind of way. Oh, speaking of Sanji,
He's a cool bottom, yeah. Sanji's definitely just a bottom.
ain't no way you get any.
Just because of just the general sense. King fucks, he's top. He's top. Come
Sure,
on.
Fine.
Akinu, as much as I love him, he's not getting anything. Only if he pays.
Sengoku. I think he's a switch.
Sengoku. Yeah, no, I can see that.
He gives off that vibe.
Shanks is the ult power bottom. Power bottom. Come on.
Really?
Just yeah.
Oh,
no.
you know, really gets like he gets fucking railed by
Yeah, but no, he gets Rayleigh is a switch, and he's
Ray,
getting
oh
railed
my god,
by Roger.
I didn't even mean to do that. He gets railed, railed.
Oh my god, Spandam. I mean,
Ain't
he's
no
like
way.
the only.
Ain't
He's
no
like
way.
he's like the only character that would like get pegged just to be like just to punish him. He gets railed. Law. He's a nerd.
Oh, I just realized the phrase only if they pay. So like this is like this is only if they want to. No, in that case. Law. Power bottom?
Bottom. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'd say either a power bottom or a bottom, but I think he's more of a bottom, honestly.
Biggest top. What do you think? Mihawks?
Yeah, no, I agree.
I feel like this guy's a secret bottom.
Yeah, no, I can see that, definitely. Gives me off the vibes. Blackbeard,
I feel like he has to be top. I just can't see him as a bottom.
Fire King. Come on, put him Fire King.
No. That's
Damn
that's an agenda.
it.
Sabo bot.
Saba, I think
I think he's a switch.
yeah, no, I see that. Who is that fucking dude?
Jozu.
Ain't no way he's fucking getting anything.
He's hot as a diamond.
Don't care about him.
What?
Odin canonically has 2 children.
He's-
I think he's a top.
Yeah. Kuzan.
Kusan is a bottom for Akinu. Akinu and Blackbeard.
That's Dragon.
Dragon.
I feel like Dragon's the top. We haven't seen any of his goofy side.
I think he's ace.
Uh,
I think he doesn't care.
yeah. What's
Kaido? I mean, Kaido is a literal switch. I think we've, like, the way he acts, I think he's just a straight up
What do you
literal
mean?
switch.
What do you mean with the way he acts? Like he acts like he acts like dominant, and then he acts like I don't think he ever acts like a bottom ever.
I think he's a switch.
What do you
I
mean?
think he's a switch.
Like explain. Give me your reasoning.
I'm not giving you a reason because that would be not PG.
What?
Yeah, kind of like drunk Kaido versus Mononoke, because I feel like when he's drunk he would go to absolute bottom.
I don't think having a form when you're drunk called like Simp Kaido does not make you a switch or something.
No, I don't think it makes him a switch. I think it makes him a switch.
It's my list, so I do top. Oh,
Nah.
Pirate King.
King for Soga King, yep.
That's a curry. I would say. Okay, I was gonna say something, but that's horrible. He's a top. Cracker. Bottom.
He's a cracker bottom, power bottom, I'd say.
Oh, ain't no way. Top, easy. Frankie.
He's the cool bottom for Robin.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Frankie's ever like had any sexual desires. Like he's always just been he goes like ow. You're like yo that's a like the I don't know.
I think he's bottom. I'd say he's bottom. I'd say he's got something going on.
Jinbei. I think Jinbei's asexual. What do you think?
Personally, either ace or switch.
Bartolomeo bottom.
Bartolomeo is,
Cavendish.
Bartolomeo is a bottom for Luffy only.
And Frankie would be. That's what I was thinking because I don't feel like Frankie's ever like. Because like when he's been offered the marriage, he's like, "Sorry, babe, I'm too super for you," that kind of thing.
I mean, I guess. doesn't really. either way.
Smoker, I guess top.
I don't know. I think he's a bottom.
The giant couple. Yeah, he's a power bottom.
Yeah, I agree with that one. So the giant switches probably. I don't know.
Anytime there's two people, there was a switch.
What else can we do? Crocodile. God, honestly, only if they pay. I feel like he just gives me off that vibe where you just have to pay people, and that's it. Zoro, asexual. He's
Yeah.
just never ever showed any interest. He's either ragingly homosexual or like ace.
Okay, I want to say asexual, but he actually didn't like he did.
Actually, should we put like Chopper in his own tier list? He's just Chopper.
Yeah, he's too young.
Yeah, I can't see him in that way at all. Baby, yeah, just call it baby. Bubby.
Mr. Free, power bottom. Usopp, bottom.
I'd say he's a switch actually, personally.
Yeah, true. Virgo, ain't.
Don't care.
Yeah,
Vista,
it's probably switch. I don't know. I don't really care.
I'd say switch probably as well.
Waffle.
Paul,
ain't-
fuck it, like top.
ain't-
He's a top. Fuck it, he's a top. I don't know.
And Drake.
Drake, only if they pay. I feel like it's just
Nah,
yeah.
I'd say switch. Alright,
Yeah, okay, fair. Oh my god, this is the weirdest fucking tier list I've made.
amazing.
The fuck is this?
Pretty
could
good,
you
pretty good.
screenshot this and give it to me so I can post it?
Oh wait, hold on. I did like a spelling mistake. Get rid of that. There you go. There you go.
Thank you. Someone just came in and said, "What's that?"
Don't worry about it.
Nothing. Don't worry about
It's
it.
power scale. It's power scale.
It's power scaling.
There you go. Who in their right mind would be Waffle? I don't know, man. His subordinates. It's like he's
Oh,
fucking.
there is someone. He has his trophy
Yeah,
wife.
yeah, he has his trophy wife who he abandoned instantly. Yeah, so like I feel like it's like there's an option where like only if they like I feel like this could go either way. If Arlong pays someone to have sex or someone pays Arlong to have sex, that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She being paid off. Like the reason why is because Waffle's like he's the like founder of like an entirely new metal, like the
I
strongest
mean,
metal
he's
in the
honestly
series.
chat as hell. He's honestly chat as hell.
Yeah, he's just really fucking stupid and lazy and gluttony and slothful.
Shit, I'm gonna actually have to go because it's getting late and I have an
Yeah.
early morning shift.
I'm gonna end as well because I pretty much just wanted to review the One Piece thing today.
Fair.
So thank you very much for joining me. It made it much more easier to talk.
I hope so. I hope I didn't talk over you too much.
No. I loved it.
All right. Well, I'll see you then, and I'll see you chat. Bye.
Bye bye. Wow.
Spain.
Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for watching it. Yeah, that was very fun. I'm probably gonna after tomorrow and the next day, I'm basically gonna change the schedule to 3 days a week rather than it's gonna be 3 days a week instead of, every day, and it's gonna be like later. But I will spend one of those days reviewing the manga chapter on Thursdays, if it does have a manga chapter. So hopefully, people will be interested to see what happens and my opinions and reactions to it. But yeah, I will say good night to everybody. I'm almost finished with the prop command. You guys are gonna love that. It's gonna make I have over 200 props on my head. So and it'll be a button that you can toggle most of them. It'll be random. Yeah, that would be really cool. Tomorrow is the Worms tournament, which is gonna be really cool. Hopefully you guys can pop in for that. We can see who the best wormer is of all time. Give him the worm crown. Alrighty, I will say goodnight. Thank you all for watching. Thank you. Thank you, Dangle. Thank you, Thank you, Liru. Oh, thank you, Dexter. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. It was very nice, even if there were spoilers. Good night. Love you guys. Bye-bye.